Happy Sunday, everybody! You can't be a superhero. Well, you can, but you can't. You can't do everything you want to do all at one time. So, if your main goal is to go running and to do a marathon, that means that you might not be able to volunteer for a couple of months to do it. You might have to downsize what you do. And if your mission in life is to follow God, then you might not be able to do some other stuff. Like, you can't follow God and be into drugs, because then that means you would be into drugs and you wouldn't focus on God, because the drugs will override God. So you have to go after what your goals in life and put other stuff in the back burner. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And if somebody isn't good for you in your life, then as hard as it is, you're going to have to cut them out of your life. Well, not really cut them out of your life, but spend less time with them. And I know now I've learned why marriages fail. Because I've had a friend for 7 years, and we are going in two different places in our lives, and it's stressing me out because I'm going towards a good way, and she is about to go a destructive life, in my opinion. So it's not working out as friends anymore. So that means I have to distance herself from myself. And as hard as it is, in the short run, it's going to be painful, but in the long run, it's going to be better for me. You don't have to, but you need to do what's right for you, not what's right for the other person. So that's why I think most marriages fail, is because people go on two different paths, and the other one's path isn't exactly the same path, and they don't know how to compromise about it. But what do I know? I've never been married. But anyways, that's why I think friendships and marriage fails, is because people don't compromise that good, and we're always trying to prove that we are right, and we want to fight our point to what is right, and nobody really says, wait a minute, is this really worth arguing over? Or is this really worth losing a friendship over? Or is this really what I'm all about? That's what I think. And whatever your dream is, follow it. And I think that it is a curse and a blessing to have a disability. And here's why, and you guys can disagree or agree with me. It does not matter. I think it's a curse to have a disability. And by the way, if you don't know me, I have a disability, so I'm not making fun of people with disabilities. But it is a curse to have a disability because society does not understand it that much. So they want to judge us, and they don't think that we can teach them something. And since our brain is slower, they don't think that we are smart. What smart means to me, if you know the difference between right and wrong, and that you live above what society says, and live what's right, and that your morals are right, and that you are not selfish and just think about yourself, but go out in the world and help somebody else, or take care of your kids. That's what I think being smart is. I think being smart is knowing when your weakness and your strengths are, and working towards your goal, and not letting what other people say judge you or bring you down. And to never give up on your dreams, or never give up on what you stand, or never compromise your morals, your integrity, or your dignity. And what does integrity mean to me? Means that you are honest about who you are and what you stand for, and you don't let anybody compromise what you stand for. And integrity means that to me. Dignity means that you don't judge other people for what they stand for or what they mean. Integrity means that you live above what society says. That's what I think. And why is it a blessing to have a disability? Because, for one, I never give up on my dreams. Know how many times somebody tells me I can't. We have to work 10 times harder than people with non-disabilities. And you know what? In my opinion, we don't give up as easy as you guys do. Another thing we can teach you. We are passionate. I can't say every disability person is, but we are passionate about what we do. And we don't look at people we don't look at people's outside appearance. We look at what's inside of them. And we don't judge how smart we are by appearance. And we don't look at money or anything as that to find success. And we can do stuff for ourselves. And you know what? I bet I probably do yoga better than you guys. Some of you guys. And there's always going to be somebody that's bigger or smarter than you in some sort of way. And there's always going to be some things you can't do. So everybody has limitations. So, and everybody wants to be loved and supported. Anyways, now, I don't think appearance defines you, Willie, but I do believe if you look like a slob, you are going to feel like a slob. So I don't think it's your appearance that defines you. I think it's when you look at yourself, is what defines you. If you think makeup makes you look pretty, then obviously you're going to wear makeup. But even without makeup, you're still pretty. Because beauty is not what's in your brain, and it is not what you look like on the outside. It is what you feel inside. So if you feel like you're fat inside, then of course your appearance is going to be bad. So it's not what other people think about your appearance. It's what you think about your appearance. Anyways, and my dreams, I want to write a book. I have many dreams. Trust me. But as I said, my main dream right now is to run. And another one of my dreams is to teach you guys that being different is okay. And that it is okay to have a disability. It is okay to have diabetes. It is okay to be different. And to be okay with your past and with your differences. And number 3, I want to write as I said, I want to write a book. I want to write a blog. I want to be an advocate for people with disabilities or something to do with disabilities. I want to be a yoga teacher maybe for people with disabilities. I want people to love themselves. I want people to know God. I want people to know that with other people, you can change the world. And I want people to know, no matter what your situation is, you can make it better by small changes, one day at a time. You have to do what's right for you and what is right that's going to lead you to your goals. and to have faith in the Lord. And to know that there are going to be people that are going to laugh at your goals and say you can't do it. And my dream is to get my driver's license. Oh, and my dream is to take a riding class. And to go to the Boston Marathon. Now, I have high standards for my life. Does that mean I'm going to reach every goal I set out? No. And you know what? I want to start at work. I don't know exactly how to start this, but at my job, I want to start a list. Zig Ziglar gave me this idea. He said that he got four couples, and they wrote down what they liked about that person to talk. Well, they took it to a restaurant, and they did that to the waiters. A waiter, and he was appreciated it. And ran out to try to stop them, and he did stop them. And he said he's been a waiter 25 years, and I think he said he's been at this restaurant for 20 years. He has never had somebody appreciate him that much. So you don't have to buy something to make them feel appreciated. I want to start that with my coworkers, writing down what they do good or writing down what they like, and then I might present this to my boss to see if we can do it. No matter how childish something seems, it could make somebody's day. So do what you think is right, not what the world says. And remember, somebody is going to laugh at you. Maybe it's because they're jealous, or maybe because they wish they were bold enough to tell their stories. Or maybe they wish that they were you and had the guts to be different than what everybody says you are. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. And by the way, people with disabilities can think for themselves. We have ears. We have eyes. We know when people are making fun of us. And before you judge us, make sure that you know what we've been through. And make sure that you never know in your life that you might have a kid with a disability. Would you want to be treated, your kid to be treated the way you treated us? So think about that. Anyways, bye.